Yes. All right.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Morris Wilkinson. I'm the director of Lord of the Flies.
And we're marching! And we're marching! And our suits are dragging on the ground. Our suits are dragging on the ground. We will break your shelters whenever we want and take your fire whenever we want because I'm the chief and those are my hunters. Do you understand?
I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I am 5'3". I weigh in around 145 pounds in the winter, 140 other times of the year.
Come on, I'll show you around.
There's an old saying in a room of directors that you are only as good as your greatest talent is. And if that's the case, then I've been blessed in more ways than one.
Can everyone please just promise that they'll come in tomorrow and know all their lines? Please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself a religious person, but let me just say, with people we have in this cast, there is no telling what the possibilities are. A lot of what I've been working with my actors is, it's been very convenient for me because I've written 4 books on this, so I'm trained in Stanislavski, Laban, and Chekhov. And so what I've done is I've actually blended all 3 of those together and I have come up with my own acting technique and method that I've been sort of like workshopping with my actors.
A little more seduction, but beautiful.
It's been a great learning experience for me and them.
Beautiful, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it.
It's called Be Crazy and Have So Much Fun technique. And what it is you really want, like in everything that you're doing, you're sort of pantomiming, you're miming.
Okay, and what do we do now? What? You put on ginormous suits!
And what we're planning on doing is taking an all-expenses-paid trip to the capital of miming and sort of just like workshopping, busking, working on different corners on how we can really put the tools that we're learning during this rehearsal process into action.
Now!
Be crazy!
Do
whatever you want all the time!
More!
Be loud!
That's fine!
Crazy!
And we can't whisper speak during this scene because no one will hear anything.
That's a club.
My name is Irene, and I am playing Jack.
And I'll be chief forever and ever! Amen! Everything that you kill makes you strong, but you have to have killed it. Aye, aye, aye! That's what we do!
I had my heart really set on Jack from the beginning, you know. I really thought I could like delve into the craft of the role. You know, Grace is hanging in there, I would say. You know, sometimes we all have our moments, is what I'll say. Sometimes she might seem a little overwhelmed, but I would be too, in her shoes. So, I'll give her that grace.
Be careful, there's more over here, and it's dry, crazy! Green leaves too!
Listen, we gotta think what kind of fire.
It's a fire, isn't it? That doesn't matter. What's the matter, stupid? That's what fire is for, doesn't it?
This fire wasn't big.
Listen. Yeah, here,
You know, this is such a well-written play, and you know, the Forest Theater is such a cool space, and I just really thought that I could sort of hone my skills, and I really thought, I guess, that I would have a good time with the rest of the cast. Some members of the cast, who I will leave unnamed, have taken things to kind of a personal drama level, I would say. Some people seem to feel a little more self-important than they should. But again, I'm not going to name any names because that would be very unprofessional of me.
Hi, I'm Hadley, and I'm playing Bill.
build it up and then we can sling the pig across. Which way did he go, Sammy? Yeah.
I thought that I could do better than a lot of other people. No, just Irene. I just thought like, oh, she's like trying out, and then like if she can do it, and I can. You know, I'd probably like to be playing Jack. You know, but obviously I wasn't in the casting chair, so I just gotta do what you're given and do as much as you can with it.
The audition process was, I mean, I had been losing sleep. There were there's a lot of different productions that are going on at the same time, and with that comes sacrificing some talents in other locations, and it's always worrisome to know that some people might not be able to join you on the Joyride that is a production, but I mean, within the first couple hours of our production's auditions, I felt nothing but on cloud nine. We had talent after talent after talent, not just knocking our socks off, but putting the socks back on their hands and creating a sort of sock puppet mosaic with each other that just came to be this sort of magical time that I think really set the stone for our success later to come in the rehearsal process.
Not doing any work.
My name's Evan Jepson, and I'm playing Ralph. We've been up to that hill, and you can see everything from up there. Why does everything else seem like second best to you? Sam, it's me, it's Ralph. When someone asks enough times, you kind of cave. You know, some of these kids, it's their first shows, it's one of their first shows, so I understand. I don't expect greatness for them just yet. I think I've been carrying my weight, and I think everyone else can see that, and so I'm not really worried. But they're learning.
My name is Christina, and I am playing Eric.
In the trees, there. We'll really teach you. What?
I went into the audition process thinking I was going to be the pig. Obviously, that did not happen. I keep asking to play the pig, but they won't let me. I tried out because, you know, I thought it'd be fun. I thought it was just like a goofy little show. There's so much death. It's been fun. Sometimes the other actors don't remember my name, and they also don't know what character I'm playing, so like sometimes Evan will ask, "Why are you here?" And it's kind of awkward to answer that. But it's been fun, you know. I love theater. I love the Forest Theater. So I'm just glad I'm glad I got a part.
Rather not say.
For the blue thing here.
Never got fired.
I'm gonna be honest. I can barely remember any of these people's names. I was doing one of my lurks, and I guess everyone thought I was there for the part. They handed me a text, a tome. I'm actually proficient in translating tomes. And, you know, I gave it a read. I guess I was good or whatever. And I went into the bathroom, cast a little spell. Here I am.
Take it back down, y'all. One hop this time. One hop this time.
And I do suspect that we've been cursed. Lots of falling items, tripping, 3 fires. I've made a lot of enemies. I suspect other people in the cast have made a lot of enemies. But I'm not gonna lie, it's also kind of fun. I like fire.
That's so cool. Do we have all the sequences?
Hey, that's easier.
Uh, 1, 2. I see 2.
Where's the second?
3.
You did? Turn
Did
it
you
out.
take it back when we did that?
Well, there's a brown one right here.
Yeah, put it back down. Oh, I'm so hot.
There's a brown one here.
Yeah, there's just black.
I'm Michael. I'm playing Simon in Lord of the Flies.
Bad boy, do you hear me?
It's a man that got killed.
I mean, I just thought it would be something fun, and then it's like, I'm already getting injured from this shit. And like, I haven't been injured in like, I've been in a lot of shows. I've done this a lot. This one's breaking me. Grace is fucking crazy.
Who did this?
She scares me. I've never had a director like her. I really haven't.
A frantic slow-mo frantic sandwich.
She's crazy. I don't, like, this is crazy. Like, me talking to the camera right now, like, I shouldn't be talking to the camera. I should be in the forest, like, eating bugs again, like, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, I should be out there.
Well, good day. My name's Lauren. I'm from Australia, and I'm playing Piggy. Can't see him liking that! Don't ask! My glasses back. Can't see a thing.
So kind of you.
Well, as I said again, I'm from Australia. I'm an exchange student here, and I really just wanted to make some friends. You know, try and put myself out there because I came here and I knew no one, and so I was like, well, this just sounds like the best way to do it. Well, it's been so exciting like doing it here in America, like in a foreign country.
You know, like, I've done a lot of shows, and like, I can do like an Australian accent, like I can be like Bear Grylls or something, but like, it doesn't seem right. Like, it seems a little fake.
It's going great.
Yes.
Why did you just say Ralph?
Like, I don't want to say anything. Like, I'm not the type of guy to be like, to go up to her and be like, are you really faking it? Because like, it's not my business, really.
What was the last page of Tori's? You guys are nothing. 22.
Like, I'm focused on my character, but it is a little sus.
Sorry, I just get so confused between the slang here. Like, I'm so used to saying mate, and like, no one ever understands what I'm saying.
What's my name? Well, a lot of people call me Andrew. Some people even call me Andrew Katz, going a step further. I prefer to think of myself as Elias. And I am playing Maurice.
They're all too busy killing each other. The wind will just blow it away. You've got to go.
Why did I audition? Well, I'll start off by saying I did not know what Lord of the Flies was about. I was expecting there would be a lot of flies. There have been almost no flies. That's been really disappointing for me, but you know, I push on, I persevere. I am always very inspired by props. In fact, some might even say I'm tempted by them. I've never worked on a show where I haven't left with a little souvenir. I usually go for the more expensive items. Let me show you one item real quick. Now this is a Class A book bag. We were going to use it for some of the scenes, but I was like, oh, this baby is too precious. So I took it home on day one, and of course they had to replace it with another, less financially atmospheric one. And there was this teddy bear. I'll never forget the name. It was like Leslie or something. Might have even been Lester. And boy, oh boy, I took that home with me. I gave it a little wash because I figured it was getting dirty in the production process. And I wanted Lester to have this life to him. And when I brought him back, everyone was amazed because Lester looked brand new. And it was like, that's just what I bring to this. I'm kind of the caretaker of the cast. Oh, don't even get me started on Grace. I mean, what a director. Just horrible. Absolutely horrible. We were doing this fire scene, and so we decided to use a match, as you would. What we forgot to account for was the fact that we were in a forest. And so everything went up in flames. And I mean, we had to call 911, the fire department came over, it was a whole thing. And I think it's really going to work when we do this in the actual show, because we're going to warn everyone, obviously. I brought my own personal fire hydrant, so I'm prepared as always.
Yeah, that's good. Make sure you're not aiming for...
You've been hearing rumors about my temptations. Who's been giving these rumors? You know, just as a fun little game that we can share, you and I.
I think he stole like a couple rings from one of the girls. I think Sophia like had like a little like, I don't know, like the little like the, like, I don't know, like the earth rings and shit.
Alright, You can't say. Well, I'm going to just assume here for a minute, okay? Because I really think that Jazzy's just been aggravated with me. I've accused her of stealing the role of Roger, and quote unquote, she called me a insane, weird, random, loosely hinged, I don't even know what half those words meant. So of course, I may have stolen her laptop. Once I stole her laptop, it was just like, well, what a great piece of technology, but I can do better. Because what's even better than a laptop? An iPad. And Irene has the most beautiful iPad. I mean, there's like these butterfly stickers on the back, and really, that's charming to me. That's Elias's sensibilities. And Roger, he's a bit of a rapscallion. So of course, the two parts of me combined there, and I just took it with me. And by that point, I was on a bit of a spree.
Andrew stole my fucking shoe.
So if you ever lose a jacket or something, maybe in a water bottle here or there, the first place I would check would be lost and found. And then next, I would just kind of forget about it. Because sometimes I'll bring them back to set as my own property, and I don't want anyone accusing me like Jazzy's been doing. It's just, oh, it's a migraine in the head, you know?
Yeah, so we have a great production team with us. We have Sophia Lopez as sort of like my go-to. We have Zhao Ping doing lighting. We have Hayla Cates on sound. We have Madeline Liddy doing props, which has been really helpful in like a way that I didn't really even think to consider. We have Jillian Joyce as a producer who has been just fabulous and sort of churning out rehearsal schedules, things like that. And our pub group is just doing a really great job.
My name is Liddy Wade, and I am one of the presidents of Company Carolina, which is a student organization at UNC. I had heard of Lord of the Flies. I feel like everyone does it in high school, so I was interested to see what our proposer Grace had to say about it. There were definitely some interesting elements that she wanted to add to this production, but we really didn't have any other options, so we just gave her the green light and said run with it, and here we are. Yeah, she had a lot of interesting ideas brought to us at first. I think there were mentions of like a ring of fire, there was trapeze, a zip line, which I think we mentioned that we probably could not make those elements happen, so.
Is there any way for you to rip that bridge out from under it?
I think they're just maybe going for a different kind of production right now. That's just really not feasible for any kind of student production. We don't really have the budget for that, so. I personally haven't heard anything strange about this production. I mean, of course, I think any director is going to be a little eccentric, so.
This city on rock.
This is a Jewish.
But I think that's just probably Grace's process. Who am I? I'm not the creative in the room, so just gonna let her do her thing. But no, I haven't heard anything crazy so far, so.
Some people in the cast seem to be under a bit of stress, I would say. There's been some peculiar behaviors that have grown since we started rehearsing. Some of our castmates have started, just running off in the middle of rehearsal, just overcome with some urge to just go run out into the woods, and we can hear them scream out there for a bit, and then they come back.
I'm Sophia Lopez. I'm the technical director.
Have you ever seen a magician levitate a woman before? Do you want to come and look? Just kind of spot?
Well, I originally pitched this production to Liddy to take sort of a hands-on role for the project, directing, things like that. I think I did end up going with Grace, but, we'd worked together before, and so I was hoping that, moving forward, we'd be able to both have kind of a hand in the production.
Oh, Sophia Lopez is the technical. Oh yeah, so Sophia Lopez, I'm pretty sure wanted to direct the production originally, so I guess when we said that she couldn't, she decided to technical direct, so that's good for her, but she was pretty upset when she didn't get to be the director, so, but I guess they figured it out, so.
What is so great and what has been so fun for me for the past 2-3 weeks is that Sophia Lopez and I, we put our heads together and we come up with any sort of thing. Sometimes it'll be me, most of the times I'll be saying, we need this zip line, we need this body of water, we need this, we need that. And she has been nothing short of fantastic in putting together a spreadsheet, lining up what we need and when we need it, and coming up with a game plan. It has been game-changing in putting this production together.
Well, I think really the space kind of lends itself to being naturally lit, and there's really no place to put a set, and you know the props that they have are really just costume pieces, so there's kind of not a lot for me to technically direct. So I'd say in that capacity I am doing almost nothing. Put this leg up. Oh, yep. The zipline was going to be kind of the magnum opus of the technical direction for this production. So I get there, rope in hand, hoodie in hand, and Grace hands me a 20-page manual on what the zipline should look like. So I'm trying to kind of hang it up the way she's thinking about it, just trying to get something into the forest, you know, put the ideas out there just so we can know kind of which ideas worked and which ideas really didn't.
Who can crawl into that hole, Evan? Yeah. Can we get him to hold it? Yeah, should we do this after that?
But it's been really fun to sit beside Grace and, you know, just yes and I can't wait to see what happens with that direction.
I'm Madeline Liddy. I'm doing props managing for Lord of the Flies. I'm also helping with some of the camera work for the little mockumentary thing that's going on.
Kill the pig! For good.
Yeah. Great. Honestly, theater's not really my thing. I was kind of excited when this idea for the documentary was proposed because I'm more into film stuff. I've acted in a few shows before. I actually was in a show 2 semesters ago with the director, who's Grace. And so I don't know. I didn't want to audition for this one because I'm not really doing theater acting anymore. But she was asking for help in certain areas, and I figured props is pretty easy, and I don't know, I can manage things pretty well. So she already had a stage manager position filled. Her friend, I think they're friends, Sophia Lopez, is doing the I think she might be technical director now. I don't really know. There was some weird drama with her title, but I'm not really sure what was going on with that. I think there's another stage manager too, but I'm honestly not really sure about that. But yeah, anyway, so I worked with Grace before, and she was just asking for help, and I thought that I could, I don't know, it was fun to work with her before, so I figured I'd maybe give it a shot, do it again.
Pick a partner! I pick you.
She certainly, she has a passion for it, I think, that's really unique.
Let's go bring it over there. Let's go prank them. Let's go pull
I don't know, I wasn't really all that interested in theater before, but watching her do her thing is kind of I don't know, it's kind of fun. There's been a lot of talk about a zip line, which I'm not really sure about. We don't have a set designer, so I think that'll probably just fall on to me to do. But yeah, I don't know, I'm not really sure. I just kind of try to do what she asks to the best of my ability, so yeah, that's what I've been working on.
Doesn't that look like it'll work?
Okay, so he has the
Maybe.
Irene is running. This time
I don't know. I really enjoy shooting the whole rehearsal process, the entire process of rehearsal, and I try to give everyone very equal amounts of time. I definitely wouldn't say that I focus necessarily on anyone in particular. I'm not sure how anyone would even know that I'm the only person who watches the footage back. So no, I wouldn't say that I focus necessarily on one or multiple people. It's important to me to capture the process of rehearsal and be honest and truthful to what's going on, and I would hate for anyone to think that I'm giving 1 or 2 people more attention than anyone else. No, I think I spend a decent, adequate, equal amount of time on everyone.
My name is Abra, and my role in the production is stage manager. I signed up to work on the show because previously I stage managed for Drunk Julius Caesar last year, and I really enjoyed that whole process, so I wanted to get back into stage managing again. As stage manager, the rehearsal process has been good. I've been really enjoying it. Other than, the fact that it took us 3 weeks to come up with the schedule, and that we haven't gotten back to like 3 people that are supposed to be on the prod staff. And also, we don't know what our budget is, and the script was wrong, and we're in the heat, and there's mosquitoes everywhere. I've been loving working on this show.
Opera, yes. I am so. I don't think that we have an opera. We have, Sophia Lopez, but. Right outside of this. Outside of this? Yes, because this is the content. You can say it in here if you want, but I just think it's so far away.
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Say it out there and then...
Yeah, I think so. And then, don't push me, don't. Should be, you guys are both on different levels, but your little heads are peeking through here.
LOL.
LOL. And then, Piggy.
How do you feel post last tech run?
I feel so great. I feel wonderful. I actually feel a little itchy because there's blood drying on my face.
How do you feel, Evan?
What are they doing up there?
That's not the question.
I feel good. I mean, I felt good for a while, so I don't really know why we're still here.
What are your post last day of tech thoughts?
Hey everyone, so we just did a run. It became the Xiaoping and Abra show about 15 minutes in. They kept on communicating through Morse code via the lights.
There's blood on my script.
Perfect. That's exactly what I would expect. Post last tech. We thought that we were going to prove it to the world. No, the only thing that we have going for us is that we're wearing matching outfits every single show.
Matching outfits plus the after party look.
Everything's just a big question mark right now.
Anything else? Any other final thoughts?
That's the show.
Opening night is tomorrow.
Don't say that. Just say shit like that anymore. I don't know. We'll see.
You know how like we said, oh, it's only 4 weeks, and then we were like, wait, it's so much time, and then we're here. We need 10 more weeks.
I would love a year. I would love a year to brainstorm ideas.
My father was a book burner from a young age.
Just stop. Can you stop moving?
You can probably unplug it. And I think that will... I have been taking private lessons in Michael... I've been taking private lessons in Michael Jackson impersonating. And what the cast doesn't know is that opening night, instead of Grace Wilkinson giving the curtain speech, it will be none other than Michael Jackson. Eat that up.